Everybody, we are ready to get started. Good morning and happy Monday. Welcome to the newest school for Fayette County Public Schools, the Rise STEM Academy for Girls. Welcome today. We are incredibly excited to be only 9 days away from our first day of school in the 26-27 school year, and to have one of our initial celebrations be the opening of this brand new, beautiful campus. And I'm thrilled that you all are all here to celebrate with us today. We have so many welcoming individuals here, those of you from the community, those of you representing elected office, and of course a significant amount of students and staff and families, yes, from throughout Fayette County and specifically this area. Now, shortly, we're going to be very excited to welcome you in to the new building for tours from the young ladies that are seated behind me. They are our ambassadors, and they're excited to show you around the Rise STEM Academy for Girls. Now, keep in mind, we're still slightly under construction. We are taking full advantage of the next 9 days before we welcome our students back on August the 12th, at which point we expect full readiness for all of our scholars here. I want to take the time to recognize some very important guests that are accompanying us today for this ceremony. We have several speakers that are going to share thoughts and remarks related to the opening of this brand new school. We have the great fortune of our chair of our Board of Education, Tyler Murphy, here to speak with us. And by all means, please give him some recognition. We also have the Lieutenant Governor for the state of Kentucky, Jacqueline Coleman. We have the proud mayor of the city of Lexington, Linda Gordon. And we have one of the most exceptional people here amongst all parties, and that is the principal of the Rise STEM Academy for Girls, Cynthia Brunette. I would be remiss if I did not recognize a few other very important individuals here with us. Principal Bruno has been accompanied in this work of opening this school by one of our chiefs of elementary schools, Jennifer Hutchinson. And then 3 of our outstanding Board of Education members are here representing the school district today. Vice Chairperson Amy Green is here with us. Board of Education member Dr. Monica Mundy. And Board of Education member Amanda Ferguson. It is the board that made the determination in the year 2022 that this school should happen for our young lady scholars. And as a result, 4 years later, we are ready to open up the doors of this educational institution for all students on August the 12th. We have a variety of former board members, local elected officials, and state elected officials also here with us today, which is really a testament to how exciting this is to open up a brand new campus in Fayette County Public Schools and to celebrate what makes our organization unique, which is that we provide a world-class education. So I do want to thank all of our former Board of Education members, our local elected officials, as well as our state elected officials that are here together as well. The mission of Rise is very unique. They are very focused on 3 essential elements: to lead, innovate, and persevere, to be able to solve real-world problems, and to be able to achieve at high levels. And I would suggest that Rise STEM Academy for Girls has been a real pioneer in helping us to accomplish one of our priority outcomes, which is our portrait of a graduate. We have 4 promises embedded within our portrait of a graduate, which quite frankly exemplify what we want our students to know, do, and be like. And there are 2 promises in particular that the young ladies, the young scholars here, focus on a daily basis. And that is being a lifelong learner, and that is showing reflectiveness and resilience. Our scholars here at Rise do co-curricular activities. They engage in co-curricular activities that allow them to analyze problems and collaboratively develop meaningful solutions to those issues. They also display perseverance and confidence and integrity on a daily basis. We could have a 5-hour ceremony to talk about what the value of girls' STEM education is. But quite frankly, the most significant outcomes that we hope for our young lady scholars here are to provide economic empowerment and to be able to truly close the gender wage gap that exists between their male counterparts. And what I am really hopeful for, I didn't introduce myself. My name is Bill Bradford. I am the acting superintendent for Fayette County Public Schools. And so thank you for being here. I'm super glad that you are. And one of the things that is so important for us is to take that economic empowerment and that opportunity to close the achievement gap, and specifically the wage gap between males and females, is by focusing on one of the essential elements of our strategic plan. Fayette County Public Schools is in year 5 of a long-term New Way Forward strategic plan. And one of our priorities is unity, belonging, and student efficacy. And that piece right there, the priority of UBSE, as we refer to it internally, is the essence of what our students have access to at Rise STEM Academy for Girls. Under Principal Bruno's leadership, as well as that of the staff that encompasses the energy of Rise STEM Academy, our young lady scholars have developed a network of belongingness, where they have truly developed a student-centered feeling where they can actually lead the school in the direction where they see the future. And so that has been really powerful. And one of the aspects that they have concentrated the most on is that of innovation. And STEM education for girls really opens the door to innovate. And what is really powerful about that is we've recently unveiled to our Board of Education and our community our local accountability model. We are moving forward into the 2026-2027 school year with the opportunity to demonstrate to our community what's most important to you. Let us show evidence of how we are providing that world-class education to our students. And innovation is one of our local indicators of quality in that local accountability model. Very specifically, the young lady scholars here are engaging in active and vibrant learning, and they're also completely taking ownership of their education, which is extremely powerful. So the vision of the Rise STEM Academy for Girls has been to do 2 things: to break down barriers in STEM, as well as to lead with courage to create a better world. That vision has been in place since the school was first conceptualized many years ago. And now, as we open the doors on August the 3rd, 2026, to a brand new building, we really get to make the vision that was a long-term goal be a short-term outcome. And I'm very excited about that. So I want to say thank you once again for being here with us this morning. And I want to introduce our next speaker, and that is our Lieutenant Governor for the Commonwealth of Kentucky, Jacqueline Coleman.
Well, good morning. It's actually a great morning. I am so happy to be here with you all at the Rise STEM Academy for Girls. This is a historic moment, not just for Fayette County, but for the Commonwealth of Kentucky, because this marks the second K-8 all-girls school for STEM in the entire country. That means more opportunity for our students, for their families, and for Kentucky's economy. You are not going to find a bigger advocate for public education and empowering young women than me. And so I am so excited to be here today to make sure that we are filling the areas of science, technology, engineering, and math with bright young minds that just so happen to be young girls. Not just because the girls are gifted, but because we know that they are going to be able to work towards remarkable accomplishments and finally receive recognition for their contributions. These students here and the ones behind me are going to be Kentucky's future leaders. One of you might be standing up here one day. The classrooms may produce the inventor of biotechnology that saves thousands of lives, the engineer that finds ways to improve critical infrastructure that will benefit the entire country, the founder and CEO of a future tech firm that makes our lives better, the astronaut that explores the possibilities of the entire universe. Those possibilities are endless, and they are available right here in Lexington, Kentucky. When I was young, I dreamed of how I might serve one day. At first, it was in the classroom, and now it is from the Capitol. And the reason that I stand before you today, having seen those dreams come true, is because of my teachers, my friends, mentors, leaders who inspired me along the way. Kentucky has always had amazing leaders with the power to inspire and encourage and blaze trails. Women like Martha Lane Collins, the only female governor of Kentucky so far. And Senator Georgia Davis Powers, the first African American female senator in Kentucky, have blazed the trail for generations of women, including me. And I know that the teachers and the staff will encourage their students the way that mine did for me. And I wholeheartedly thank every single one of you for your dedication. I know how difficult it is for Kentucky's educators right now. And I also know that you're here for a reason. You are the original job creators, and you deserve an immense amount of respect. You have that from me, and that will never, ever change. Because of you, the students that attend the Rise Academy will be prepared for the future, an ever-changing, ever-evolving future full of technology that many of us don't even know exist yet. But I truly believe that Rise students will change the world for the better. And I cannot wait to see what all of you accomplish. Thank you so much.
Good morning, everyone. It's great to see you here today. And I am very happy to be joining today's official opening of the new home of the Rise STEM Academy. And I met some of the girls earlier, and they are so excited. They will start tomorrow if they were allowed. I'm really happy to see Councilmember Jennifer Reynolds and Councilmember Shayla Lynch here. Thank you so much. Lexington is fortunate to have top-notch educators who are deeply committed to supporting our students and to providing them with a world-class education. Our city has a long history of being at the forefront of learning. We were once known as the Athens of the West, and Transylvania University, founded in 1780, was the first higher education institution west of the Alleghenies. Education has always been important here. Fayette County Public Schools continue the strong legacy with well-recognized academies like the Rise STEM Academy for girls. Our city is ensuring that our students have access to the very best educational opportunities that meet their unique needs. I want to congratulate Dr. Bradford, the school board, and the Rise STEM Academy staff and teachers for being laser focused on transforming this space into the incredible facility we see today. I have had the opportunity to interact with Rise students through their Fierce Female Fridays. Ooh, and I can testify, they are curious, they are intelligent, and they are absolutely our future leaders. I know that Rise will continue its tradition of equipping young women with STEM skills and opening doors to higher education, opportunities, and careers. You are all shaping the future not only of our community and our Commonwealth, but our nation. So go girls, right? Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, everybody. Good morning. What a great day to be in Fayette County. What a special day. Lieutenant Governor Coleman, Mayor Gorton, thank you both for joining us as we celebrate an important milestone in the history of Fayette County Public Schools in our community. There's so many local elected officials here as well. I want to acknowledge, they were acknowledged earlier. I also want to acknowledge Dean Nick Pace from the UK College of Education, who is here. along with Lou Young, who is our vice chairman of the Kentucky Board of Education. UK has been a vital partner to Fayette County Public Schools and the Lexington community. They have an embed program here at RISE because, as the Lieutenant Governor mentioned, we also need to be preparing the future generation of educators in the Commonwealth, and that work matters and is making a difference in our community. Students, staff, families, Dr. Bradford, board colleagues, we know today follows a long journey that began with a commitment made way back in 2022 and a dream well before that. That we stand here today is made possible by the dedicated work of many of the individuals who are gathered here, by those who work together to generate ideas for the innovative spaces that we see here. This was not just an architect's dream. It was fed by input from teachers and educators and our students alike. By those for whom the RISE pledge is engraved on their hearts, including Principal Bruno. And by those who know that there is no better investment a community can make than in educating our children. And today I stand here not just as your board chair, but as an educator myself, an educator who knows the value of the type of vibrant learning spaces that you'll see on the tours later today, and more importantly, the heart and soul of our educators and students that lies beyond the brick and mortar you see behind us. In the scope of history, we point to relatively recent examples of pioneering women in the field of science, technology, engineering, and math. But the ancient world actually tells a different story. Excuse me while I put on my history teacher hat here. The Supreme Court Justice, the former Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who was a pioneer of herself, wrote that the resistance women of her generation faced in law and justice did not really comport with how ancient sources viewed them. Greek mythology, she writes, celebrated Athena as a prophet, a judge, and military leader. In the Old Testament, people came from far and wide to seek Deborah's wise judgment. This is not limited to law and justice. In Roman mythology, Minerva was goddess of the professions and the arts. Her shrine on the Aventine Hill was a meeting place for the engineers of their day, the craftspeople. And in Exodus, it was two midwives, the pioneering scientists of their day, Shiphrah and Puah, who defied Pharaoh's orders and shaped the course of history. Of course, we can point to countless ancient and indigenous examples where women play central roles in shaping history and moving progress forward. When the scientific revolution caught fire in the 18th century, the libraries and academies of the time in Western Europe were graced with images of Minerva and midwives as personifications of the scientific thought glorified in that time. The irony, though, was that the very institutions that used women as symbols closed their doors to women themselves. And very few at the time could imagine a woman pursuing these fields, except for the pioneers who laid the groundwork we stand on today. Women about whom we too often, for too long, have heard too little. That silence was never the full scope of truth. It was the record we chose to pass down. And today, we start writing a different record. Today, we open a place where our scholars won't have to go looking for themselves in the footnotes of history, because these young lady scholars here are the authors of that history. RISE's purpose is not to introduce them to science, technology, engineering, math as though these fields were foreign to them, but to remind them that they were never absent from these fields in the first place. This building, these labs, these learning spaces, this bright and deliberate architecture will be given life by every teacher who shows up here believing in the possibilities and power of a student before she believes in herself. It will be given life by every parent who understands what it means for their daughter to walk through the doors of opportunity we open today. It will be given life by the ongoing commitment of our community who knows and understands the impact of a quality education and the incredible choices for our students that commitment allows. Many of you have heard me use this barometer at ribbon cuttings before, and we've been fortunate in Fayette County to have many groundbreakings and ribbon cuttings thanks to our community support. But this is an important piece of perspective on a day like today. The scholars who will be starting kindergarten here next Wednesday will reach retirement age in the year 2085. That is the same distance from today as, middle school teachers, 1967. 1967 was the year of Sputnik. Women made up 2% of the U.S. Congress and just 20% of STEM degrees. Title IX was 5 years away. The National Organization for Women was just 1 year old. The Supreme Court had just declared laws prohibiting interracial marriage unconstitutional. And 6 women had received a Nobel Prize in a STEM field. We do not know what the decades ahead will hold, but what we do know is that progress will require those core elements of the RISE Pledge that you'll hear today: valuing one another, celebrating our differences, listening to other ideas to develop our own understanding, not being afraid to make mistakes, and persevering and rising above. And we know that there is no limit to what they can do. To be truly visionary, Kentucky writer Bell Hooks tells us, we have to root our imagination in concrete reality, while simultaneously imagining possibilities beyond that reality. Well, folks, the scholars of RISE not only have the imagination to envision those possibilities, they have the grit, the determination, and the perseverance to make them real. Thank you, Lieutenant Governor Coleman, Mayor Gorton, our special guests, for standing with Fayette County Public Schools today. Thank you, Dr. Bradford, and my board colleagues, past and present, for turning a commitment and vision into the place that we're standing today. And thank you to the educators, families, and community who have never wavered in believing that public education is worth this kind of investment. A ribbon cutting like this one is about more than a building. It's about the work happening in every building, every day, all across our district. And to the scholars of RISE Academy, you're not just pioneers. You are the living embodiment of an ancient reality. You are more capable and more qualified than we can ever possibly tell you. Congratulations, RISE. Thank you all.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Today, we are cutting more than a ribbon. We are opening doors. Doors to opportunity, doors to discovery, and to dreams that for far too long, many girls were never encouraged to imagine. RISE STEM Academy for Girls was founded on a simple but very powerful belief. When girls are given the opportunity to explore, create, question, and lead, they don't just succeed, they transform the world. And today, today we begin a new chapter in this story. This new space represents possibility. It's a place where every girl who walks through our doors will know that she belongs. She belongs in science labs, in engineering classrooms. She belongs behind a microscope, at a robotics table, in a design studio, on a stage presenting her ideas, and one day in boardrooms, research facilities, hospitals, startups, and anywhere that her dreams take her. Every space in this building was designed with purpose, and our scholars even had a voice in helping shape the spaces in which they will learn and grow. But the true beauty of this place will never be found in the walls, the technology, or the furniture that we love. It will be found in what happens here, the laughter that fills these halls, the questions that are asked in our classrooms, the problems that they solve together, the confidence discovered, and the futures that begin to take shape. And we would not be standing here today without the many people who believed in this vision and brought it to life. Thank you for your commitment to Fayette County Public Schools. Our Board of Education, our district leadership, our architect and design team with Ross Torrent, our construction team at D.W. Wilburn, our community partners, our amazing and very fierce families, and especially our incredible staff whose passion and commitment bring our mission to life every single day. Thank you all. Yes. Thank you all for believing that our girls deserve a place where they can spread their wings. Our school theme reminds us of who we are. She builds, she leads, she rises. And today, those words feel especially meaningful. Our girls will build solutions. They will build confidence. They will build ideas that become innovations. And most importantly, they will build a future in which women are not simply represented in STEM, they are leading it, because we are committed to revolutionizing the face of the STEM industry. And to our scholars, this is for you. Dream boldly, ask big questions, solve meaningful problems, lead with kindness and confidence, and never, ever forget that there is a place for your voice, your ideas, and your brilliance in this world. We are so excited to see what you build here because we all know the truth. When a girl rises, she doesn't rise alone. She lifts her family, her community, and her future with her. Welcome home, Rise STEM Academy for Girls.